Good evening, my dear friends. Tonight we leave behind the ghastly shadows of Halloween, and the delicious stuffing from Thanksgiving, and step into the twinkling glow of the Yuletide season. But fear not, for this isn't your ordinary stroll through the holly jolly snowdrifts. Oh no, my dear fiends. Tonight we unearth something magical, something nostalgic, something sinisterly festive. Tonight we dive into the enchanting world of 1970s Christmas specials. An era when television wasn't just a glowing box in the living room. It was a portal to holiday wonder, joy, and occasionally a touch of the uncanny. Prepare yourself as we unwrap the TV treasures of the groovy decade that gave us bell bottoms and disco Santas. And yes, my dear Jodie, before you interrupt, there's nothing inherently evil about these specials, but let's see if we can find a little mischief in the merriment, shall we? The 1970s, the holiday specials of this era were as varied as they were charming. They combined warmth, whimsy, and a touch of oddity that only the 70s could muster. Let us begin, shall we? The melancholy masterpiece of the holiday season, A Charlie Brown Christmas. While it first premiered in 1965, it continued to air every year in the 1970s, becoming a beloved tradition for families everywhere. Charlie Brown's quest for meaning in the commercialized chaos of Christmas strikes a chord to this very day. And let us not forget that haunting, lonely little Christmas tree, a metaphor for all of us, battered by life, hoping someone will see the beauty within.
Or it's just a touching story about the true meaning of Christmas.
Oh, Jodie, you sweet summer child, but surely you must sense the shadowy undertones of isolation and existential dread lurking behind Linus's heartfelt speech.
Nope, it's just sweet and heartfelt.
No, well, that's disappointing. Moving on. Now here's a special with a little more depth than meets the eye. Fat Albert's Christmas special.
Hey, this is Bill Cosby inviting you to catch our next Fat Albert holiday special.
Hey, this is the Fat Albert Christmas special!
With Bill
I'm the Christmas angel.
and the Cosby Kids. Saturday evening at 7:30 on Channel 5.
This tale takes us to the streets of a city where Fat Albert and the gang meet a struggling family seeking shelter and warmth on Christmas Eve. It's a story of compassion, selflessness, and finding the true meaning of Christmas, not unlike a certain Mr. Scrooge. However, it also carries the heavy reality of poverty and hardship, wrapped in the bright colors and cheerful tones of animation. No, nice perhaps, but think, my boy, of the deeper tragedy. What happens after the credits roll? What becomes of that family? A lingering question that haunts the festive air.
That actually sounds pretty nice.
No, you are determined to strip the gloom from everything, aren't you? And now, a Rankin Bass classic that has become a staple of the holiday season, The Year Without a Santa Claus. Imagine, if you will, a world where Santa himself has given up on Christmas, where the jolly old elf loses faith in humanity. The stop-motion special introduces us to two unforgettable characters, the bickering brothers, Snow Miser and Heat Miser. The delightfully catchy songs have become iconic, cementing their place in the holiday pop culture. But think of the fragile balance they represent, the eternal clash between fire and ice, heat and cold, joy and despair. Such duality is the stuff of legend, my boy.
Uncle Vincent, this one really is just fun. The Miser brothers are hilarious, and the ending is heartwarming.
You wound me, Jodie, truly. Frosty, our beloved snowman with a magical hat and heart of ice are gold. In Frosty's winter wonderland, we witness his journey of longing, fulfillment, as he seeks companionship. Enter Crystal, the snow woman of his frosty dreams. But consider, dear viewers, the implications of a snowman seeking a bride. What dark enchantments drive Frosty's creation? What are the boundaries of this magical existence?
It's not dark at all. It's just cute and sweet.
Oh, Jodie, you fail to see the sense of existential undercurrent. Without the magic hat, Frosty is nothing, a mere pile of snow. What does that say about identity, about the fragility of life itself?
It says Frosty is awesome, and that's all.
Moving on. And now another Rankin Bass treasure. 'Twas the night before Christmas. This hand-drawn animation special tells the tale of a town desperate to regain Santa's favor after a misguided letter insults him. Their solution? Build a massive clock to serenade him with a song of an apology. But think, my dear viewers, of the stakes. What if the clock had failed? What if Santa had remained unmoved? The very fabric of Christmas itself teeters on the edge of disaster.
Or it's just a cute story about fixing a mistake.
Jodie, you are determined to rob this show of its gravitas, aren't you?
No, I'm just pointing out it's a sweet story about redemption.
Redemption, perhaps, but always at the edge of calamity. Ah, the Muppets. Those delightful, chaotic Muppets. In this musical special, the Muppets join John Denver for a heartwarming blend of humor, song, and holiday cheer. But one cannot ignore the oddity of it all. Sentient Muppets harmonizing in perfect unison. There's something unsettling about their mirthful perfection.
Uncle Vincent, it's the Muppets. They're amazing and wholesome. And as I recall, you were in an episode.
Yes, but who pulls their strings, Jodie? Who controls their every move?
You know it's Jim Henson.
Moving on.
You worked with him.
And so, my dear viewers, the 1970s gave us a treasure trove of Christmas specials that blended warmth, whimsy, and a touch of the strange. From Frosty's existential dilemmas to the Miser Brothers' eternal feud, these specials captured the magic of the season in ways only the 1970s could. And while my dear nephew insists there's nothing sinister about them, I encourage you to look a little deeper. After all, isn't the line between joy and madness just a little thinner during the holiday season?
No, Uncle Vincent, you're impossible.
And you, Jodie, are insufferably optimistic, but I'll let it slide. It is the season of goodwill after all. Tell me, what are your favorite Christmas specials from the 1970s? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, may your nights be merry, your cocoa warm, and your festive cheer just a little bit frightful. Good night!